Hi there, hope you're doing well. Mike here, and today I'm just going to go over and talk about and show the importance of using open strings in your guitar parts for various reasons. It kind of creates much more fluid parts. It's very guitaristic, that is actually a word, and it basically is just been used throughout the ages, ever since things like Asturias, you know. You got that open B thing. You've got like modern kind of pop rock stuff. I don't know. It's used a lot with chords. You know, you might want to keep the top two strings open, and then so it really connects things together. Like if I didn't use open strings, then it's just much more blocky sounding, which can be a good thing. It depends, but it gives you another option for the kind of style you want to portray. So open strings, think of them as kind of pedal notes that you'd be using. And you can set the open strings to be different, and that's why we have different guitar tunings. Again, I'll show you that. And you're effectively just changing the available pedal notes. So with regular open tuning, we have E, B, G, D, A, and E. And I was just using things like the top E and the top B. I'm using that E and B crosses all those chords because they're in the same diatonic key. But I'll show you how we can use them now in soft acoustic guitar, because it's set up to be really accessible, that you always have access to these open strings, and it makes it very easy just to replicate these kind of guitaristic lines. So here's the note mode interface on a soft acoustic guitar, and you can actually use these effectively, these open strings, in each mode, including the chord mode and the sequencer. So the purple and blue key area is just the normal manual notes. And up the top you can see we have these green notes. These are the open strings. So if I was to take what I did on the guitar, the top E and B, I could start to create very easily. See how I'm using the E and the B there, and just the melody in the purple and blue key area. And that's one really easy way to do it. So here in chord mode, we have a slightly different take on the open strings. What we do is we play chords with the blue keys. So I've got a regular C, regular D, again shown on the neck. The shapes are all done for you when we're on voicing auto mode. It's a G chord. But now, so say if I had a C sharp minor, what you get often in certain keys is the use of, say, the top two strings. Now if I play, by the way, I can automate or control the strum speed. I might want to end with a slow strum, as I tend to show. But you can see how that's just so characteristic of a guitarist playing using open strings. You've heard that sound before. It's this kind of wishy-washy, much more fluid sound. It's not to say the first version was wrong in any way. This is just the way we can use these open strings. So that's slightly different. And with the sequencer as well, you would also activate, say, those top two open strings again. can just hold down a key and I get a lovely sequence using those open strings with whatever chord I hold down. Okay, so if I just go back to note mode. Now, like I say, the pedal notes can be changed, the open strings can be changed by changing the tuning. So if we go to calibrate, then I can select another tuning preset. Now, for something completely different, let's just say open major. Now on guitar, we have D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. It's a D major chord that these strings are tuned to. So now I have a different selection of pedal notes. So I could whittle around some kind of lovely melody in the key of D. Now just quickly, by default it sets an E major chord, so I just need to click on this yellow key here, which sets the chord. If I just click on it without setting any chord, it will go to the open strings. You'll know if they're open strings if they're green. So here we are. We have a selection, D major chord. So now I can play some nice melody in the purple and blue key area, and say just the top two strings here, the D and the A. So again, everything's set up really nicely just to get some pretty instant, really great results. Now I'm going to go into the capo in another video, but the way the capo comes in is simply changing and shifting up these open strings or pedal notes. So say if I wanted to play in the key of F, I set the capo on F, instantly the notes are changed. Because I'm in open tuning, if we look at the open string notes now, open F chord. Again, maybe two, three strings, and I can just start doing melodies with that. You get the idea. Okay, so let's remove the capo by just clicking on the head. And what if I wanted to play some chords? Again, wishy-washy, chord mode, say the top three open strings. Now you can get some great results. Just open tuning is very much using these open strings. So say if I wanted to start with a D chord, I'll go to a G. Set the soft strums, the strums I play softly, to just the high strings. So you hear the bass going on, and you can see the animation only playing the top three strings. Beautiful. So I hope I've given you a few pointers as to how to really use, in a few different ways, the open strings, and how it really connects things together on the guitar. You know, it's just part of the instrument to use the open strings. So just take a look at some other guitarists. You know, you'll see it going on everywhere, on every fretboard. And hope that's helped. Speak soon. Cheers.